All right, so back into yet another video. So this is kind of like the part 2 for my locals. So these are actually the starter decks from Goku and as well as Broly, the green versus red. I believe this is Steven versus Eric, so shout out to them for allowing me to record and just get a little gameplay. So hopefully you enjoy. All right, so we're into another game. This is going to be Broly versus the red starter deck Goku. Steven on the left, Eric on the right, and yeah, this is an interesting matchup because, you know, I think that if, as they figure out that, hey, they he has the energy marker and why is he going first type thing. But hey, yeah, for this matchup is pretty interesting. You know, Goku can edge over Broly on the Awakened side with his battle cards. And, you know, we're a little limited in the starter deck battles or just starter decks in general. But you can kind of find the way in a little bit of aggression and leaning on your battle cards. I think that's the biggest thing here. With Broly is that you only have a handful of stuff that actually ramps, but you do have the big Broly and a bunch of other things like Turles that can help you throughout the game and give you that edge. Being a 25k leader is pretty big, and awakening pretty much for every leader in this game so far is so much better than not being awakened. So that is something to keep in mind. We are actually going to open up after a couple swings here with the, I believe that's Destructive Strength. I always forget the name wrong, but this is the objection of the world where we get an active energy, and pretty good for going second simply because it gets you on curve and gets you that energy marker back as permanent when you really think about it. The only issue here is that you did charge an 8-drop. It'll be a while before you're able to play it, but it does hurt to see it. I'd rather have that in your hand so that way you can use that for later. We're going to use the Android 17 after we leader swing, get down to 5, and now we're both at 5 and just about to awaken. And this is kind of like the pretty standard, you know, turns for the first few turns, right? No surprise that we're here already. We do charge a Turles, which means we probably have a Turles. I don't know. Well, I was gonna say, like, I don't know what 3 drops, but we actually did have a 3 drop and drop at the very least. So I'm interested to see what we got as far as this goes. We might play a Paragus. We might play something else that we help us self-awakening because we are at 5. So you may as well just go ahead and do that. And we're just trying to figure it out. I can hear him, but you guys can't. I don't think you guys can anyway. But we are gonna play the Paragus. Play out the Shalmon. I never get the name right, so it's just gonna be a Michael Jackson card at this point. And we do swing 15k, so that probably means that we don't have any good self-awakeners or just in general anything that we can use to basically say no to his awaken, or I guess his own awaken to awaken, self-awaken. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and swing 15. One of the things here to know is that he's going to awaken here, which is why he went to 20. And that this blocker not only can come back through another Paragus, which, hey, there you go, or the same Paragus effect, but at the end of the day, you know, you're playing red. You're playing against red, I should say. And those 5k blockers can get removed very quickly. So we're going to go ahead and get to the 4th energy as the starter deck Goku, play out the Whis, and remove that 5k immediately like I was saying before. Literally charged 2 of them, got 1 to the drop after we played 1, and then played the final 1 in the deck. So pretty funny. We're going to go ahead and swing, and we're protecting our Awaken simply because the fact that we do want to go ahead and ramp while we can, and I think he did not want to swing because of that. So we did not swing with the Android 17. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to analyze on that one. We're gonna go ahead and draw here. Did not play any battle cards, probably because we didn't have anything to play, but we do have this Turles, which is pretty scary to be honest. We are actually gonna get back our 5k. So, hey, we did remove it, but we are getting the value yet again. We're going to swing 30k critical. pretty cool. So now we're gonna have to get at least 2 cards in hand, out of hand, or a super combo. I don't think a super combo is very advised right now. I think you should probably save that for the bigger boys. I wouldn't be mad at it though. I did it myself before. So we're gonna go ahead and combo the 10, get the other 10, no 5Ks here, and that Whis is not really doing anything else for us. Although I will say that Whis is actually pretty clutch, you know, in combination with Beerus, and as well as just against these 5K blockers and things that are low cost. It doesn't hurt to have them in deck. Plus he's a 10K. The fact that he's a 10K that actually is relatively useful is pretty important. I think Steven is just checking the text on, I think that is God Kamehameha or just Kamehameha. I don't remember which one that is, but it is one of the extra cards here. And I think he's actually deciding to swing with that. This is the Kamehameha that will minus your turn. So this is 20K, I believe. So that's 40 and 45, I want to say. Unless I'm mistaken. Either way, it's a super combo that gets it out. And now we're going to go ahead and swing again with the 20K. This time is going to be the 17. Another Kamehameha with the 5K boost. We don't have any dice, so it's hard to keep up with. Although I do see dice at the top right there. And then we're doing -5. That's what he was pointing at the Turles. -5 to the Turles and making it even harder to defend against or defend with. Yeah, forcing a super combo out of hand is really important. And now we have 3 energy as started at Goku. So, you know, with the constructed builds and the things that you actually do have choices with, you know, that really comes down to, you know, do we have cards that can get rid of Turles and his wolves to put a little pressure on, right? A lot of that is in the Universe 7 stuff and some of the Goku cards, etc., etc. And, you know, it's a real shame because, like, I feel like in Constructed, you'll probably see this Turles die more often than not. You know, maybe a time skip here or there, etc. And we're going to go ahead and swing. Still no Self-Awakeners, which is kind of crazy to me now. We drew so many cards and we went through so many cards, unless we are just not really valuing anything else. But I would imagine we awaken and then swing with 25. I feel like that's pretty good as is. We did take that 30K, which is also pretty scary. It just ended up being the Beerus. And we were just saying, are you going to combo or not? And because he announced 40 before he did that. And we ended up using a super combo anyway, along with the leader skill. We did play out another 1-drop, which very well may be dying very soon, but I don't know. And just deciding what we want to do as the starter deck Goku player. It really just depends, because now we're looking at a Turles, we're looking at a Broly, and right now with this Goku coming down, it's a 35K that minuses, and we're going to be able to swing into the Turles, which is doing damage as critical, and it's it could be important to get that out of there. So now we could get out of it with another super combo, but we already used 2, so we really don't want to do that. And yeah, swinging there is going to be the case. Eventually, you're going to have to swing at their life. I think swinging with the Goku here, if I was Steven, the 5-drop Goku would probably be best. And I think that's what we're going to do, because if he wants to awaken, he has to go to 2. So if you put this to 45 to his 15K leader, he is most likely going to take it. So if I was him, I would go a little aggressive. Although, yeah, sure, we only have 1 card or 1 energy up. We're at 3 life. It's a little scary. And we're rolling the dice and winning on the no self-awaken train. And we're just deciding what we wanted to combo. And it is important to use that because we're just going to get right back with Paragus. And then we're getting punished for not using the Son Goku. as a swing. This is another thing to keep in mind, where we're gonna be fine, or at least in a better place if we just swung. Well, maybe not, because I guess if we swung, bring him down to 3, he awakens, gets the energy back, and then he's at 2 life. He'll still play the Broly for 8, and we're still just dying to it. So it's very possible that we are going to die to this. This is 45 plus a bunch of stuff. So yeah, there you go. So Broly does take that one and get started at Goku. This hop in is too much to deal with, and honestly, you got to be a little more aggressive. I think that's what it is. So hey, let me know what you think. It was a pretty simple starter deck battle, but we're just getting started when it comes down to some of this gameplay. So if you do want to see some other leaders like Cooler or Beerus or the Zora version of Goku that people are calling, or even some of the green stuff, I'm more than happy to get that going and get some content going as well. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and as well subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next one.